I'm down at one stop at Cannock and I'm just setting up a Trident display system. What we've set up here is the 16 litre version and it's a 6-pot system. All the systems come with different size tanks, all depending on the size of the system that you're going to set up. What I'm going to do is show you how I've set up the 6-pot system. So first of all, you'll notice the Trident pot looks completely different to the original IWS systems. You have a stand built into the pot, you've got the root rods sat in the bottom of the pot, and you've also got the grommet rather than the gland. When you're setting up, what I always do is put the grommet in first on all the pots. It's a little bit hard to get in, better when it's warm, so make sure that the grommets are warm or the environment's warm, and basically force this in. Make sure the big piece is facing in and the shallow piece is on the bottom. Then when I'm looking at adding the fittings, I always use the Trident lube because without the lube, again, it's very difficult to get in and we don't want to tear or rip the grommets. So all you do, rub the lube around the grommet. I feel you've probably done that before. Get the T or the elbow, depending which you are, how you're going to set the system up, and just rub it around inside the grommet. And that's it, that's in, completely sealed, really easy to get in and out when you've got the lube on there, really easy to strip down and rebuild. So what we've got here, we've got the 6-pot. All the systems come with the IWS Flexi tank, and again, each system comes with a certain size tank. They come with the newer pump, so it's a really high pressure, high quality Italian pump, what comes inside the tank. And we've also got an Italian pump in the brain. So when you look, first, build the tank. Set the tank up where it wants to be and add the drain and the fill pipe to the side of it, making sure the fill pipe is running to the top and the drain is to the bottom, or vice versa, I think it is. And then you look, each IWS has 6 lanes. What I've done on this system, I've only piped up the 2 outer lanes because we're basically sitting them on pallets. I always like to try to use all the lanes. On a 6-pot, you would need 6 elbows because each lane would go to a pot. But what I've done here to make it easy, I've run each line on the outer 2 lines. The other lines we've just capped off, so there's no water trying to get down there. If you're looking for a 12-pot, again, what you would do, you would put a T and an elbow on each lane. 6 lanes, 2 pots on each, gives you the 12-pot system. A 24-pot would be 4 pots on each lane, I think. That would be 4 T's and 1 elbow. So it floods through the first 3 pots, and then you have the elbow on end, and on until you get to the biggest system we sell, which is a 48-pot system. So that's the pot, that's a 16 litre with the T and the grommet fitted. We also do this in a massive 25 litre. So if you want to grow really big plants, a 25 litre pot's for you. If you want to use a 16 litre, then you can grow shorter plants. Each pot comes with this cloth pot. So rather than having an inner plastic pot, we've now got the cloth pot or the fabric pot what fits inside. That fits easily on the top of the root rods, so it's really easy to pull in and out when you're getting rid of the excess plants or the plants you've got left over. Roots will not go down the line. What the roots do, they wrap themselves around the root rods, and the material pot slows the growth of the roots out of the pot, but still allows them to come out so they can get the oxygen they need, get the right amount of nutrient and water they need, but we don't send any roots down that line, which is basically one of the best parts of the system, is that you don't get any blocked lines with the Trident. Then we look at the timer. So all Trident pots come with this style of timer. This is the trigger. So what the trigger does, it triggers the feed. So this is a grassland timer. So what you do, you push one segment out, that's pushed out just before 1 o'clock. And the right hand side, you set your duration. On a 6-pot system like this, you would probably only need to feed for less than 10 minutes. On a 6-pot with 60-40 in, which I like to use, you need 1 feed when you're establishing the plants, 2 feeds when you've got that flourishing growth, 3 feeds roughly about halfway through flower, and dry them back towards the end so you get that dry back spell towards the end of the cycle. Really easy to use in my opinion, probably one of the best systems on the market, and the IWS Trident makes it really easy to set up, break down and build it back up again. It's one of the easiest systems to build in my opinion.